Wow, can you see the vein marks in this leather right here? Boy, look at that. I'm telling you. Right here. I received this cotton bag, and the two wallets we're looking at came to me from Lost Dutchman. We have the vertical slim, and we've got the slim Dutchman. Okay, difference, vertical and slim. The color on this one is russet, and I did one with a red thread and another with a blue thread, a navy thread here. I think it really looks nice. Now, they come in 5 other leather colors as well as thread options. I always do russet because it's easier for everybody to see. It's a twofer, so let's go. Let's start with the Slim Dutchman. Wow, this looks like a dipstick. It's not a dipstick, a diptych. As you might know, it's an image with multiple images embedded in them, like this one. Yeah, this one. Start with one exterior card slot right here. Ooh, look at that pull-up. Kind of see it. Looks better when you have darker leather going on. Quick access, capacity of 1 to 2 cards. We open it up, and we've got these 2 interior slots. Good for both cards and cash. A single piece of leather with this center punch. And so it provides an opportunity for organization on either side, how you'd like to do it. There's no designation of cards here and cash there. You can use it any way you'd like. Now let's look at the vertical right here. This is the vertical Dutchman. We've got nothing on the exterior by way of slots, and we have 4 interior card slots. We'll pull this out here. Thank you, Nate. We have 1, 2, and we do count these in the back, 3 and 4. Front 2 are for cards, rear 2 are for additional cards, or you can do cash folded. Really, capacity up to 12 cards for the vertical. The Slim Dutchman measures 4.25 by 3.1 by 0.4, and it weighs 1.4 ounces or 41 grams. Now the vertical Dutchman, right here, it measures 4.3 by 3.3 by 0.4, and it weighs 1.9 ounces or 53 grams. More leather in here than we have in the Slim. Now, Lost Dutchman produces many fan favorites, but these 2 right here are solid designs that will survive the test of a man's man. Now on the Slim, the capacity recommendation is 10 cards plus cash folded once or twice. Now let's come and look at this just really quick. So the thing that made this problematic was because of this 50 euro note, because how tall it is. If we have normal size, I don't say normal size, but we're talking about shorter currencies, which are really the majority of currencies around the world. You should only be able to fold it once, and it should fit in here without a problem. And you're able to fold it without it doubling over. So fold it once, fold it twice if you have currencies that are a lot taller. And if we look at here at the vertical Dutchman, these actually measured about the same. But what we're able to get, same thing, we got 8 cards in here plus cash, and you could see that we did that folded once on the cash here, and it really wasn't a problem. Again, we'll talk about the usability of these. But first, both are designed in the United States and made in the United States. They're both made from a full-grain veg tan Wickett & Craig glazed harness leather, and that measures out to be about 3.5 ounce leather weight. Wow, can you see the vein marks in this leather right here? Boy, look at that. I'm telling you, I love seeing the natural character of the animal represented in leather. These are saddle stitched by hand. Let's take a quick look here, and we can see that. And we can see that we've got on the vertical that we have an overstitch. Now, this provides a great way to access. I think it provides character in the design, but it also, of course, is a construction strength to make sure that it's not going to unravel. And with it being saddle stitched, if you have a stitch that breaks, the whole wallet's not going to come unraveled, unlike machine stitched wallets where you have that problem. Burnishing on both of these, when you take a look, is quite light. You can get a little bit of light here and see that. It is burnished very lightly. I think it's done very well considering the type of wallet. It's a little more rustic. And the difference in construction is the amount of leather involved. The Slim Dutchman has 3 separate pieces from here. This run here on the outside for this pocket, and then 2, the outer and the inner. Whereas if we're looking at the vertical Dutchman, it has 5 separate pieces, and it's a little more complicated in the sewing. Now, as mentioned, it provides interest and support for longevity, and I really like how the loop over sewing provides easy access to the back right in here, and you're never really going to pull these out because of this overstitch. Now, Based on the recording this time, the Slim Dutchman is $60 and the Vertical Dutchman is $105. Quite a price difference between these two wallets, which is represented in the differences in design and construction. From a usability perspective, both are very straightforward. I wish one thing the Vertical had was a quick access slot here, but it redeems itself with the cutback rounded corners up in here. You can see how we have that ability to open this up more broadly, gain access to cards or cash without having to dig. The Slim, on the other hand, while it gains positive points for this quick access slot, I'm really not a fan of the enclosed cut that you have in here because you still have to dig to get your cards or your cash. Some like the simplicity because it provides security, but then again, everything that faces into the fold always naturally has automatic security when it's a bifold wallet. Now, of course, the operative word is slim, so fewer cards and folded cash is about all you can reasonably put in here without causing a scene when you're trying to dig out your business card or something else. Something different that we haven't reviewed from Nate at Lost Dutchman, since we tend to get wrapped up in all his Finn and Franklin wallets. Now on to the final score. Let's start with the Slim. Different scores for each of the wallets. Quality of 5. Nate also always produces great products. Price of 3. Kind of pushing, but I think it's reasonable. Features of 3. Again, it does what it should. And for the design, you know what you're getting. Usability of 2. This interior, by way of digging around, I know it's not a favorite for me. You might like that. And perception of 5. That still gives us a good score of 3.7 out of 5. Now, if we look at the Vertical, on the other hand, quality of 5. Price of 2. At $105, it's a little expensive. Features of 3, usability of 3, and perception of 5. That still gives us a same score of 3.7 out of 5 for both. If you like this video, then watch this one next, and we'll see you in the next review. Goodbye.